Hey everyone! So I'm really excited. Tomorrow marks, well, I'm gonna post this tomorrow, so it would be like, you know, today that you're watching marks 3 months of me having my dreadlocks. So I thought I would do a pros and cons based off of my personal experience. I don't know what everyone else feels is a pro and a con, but I'm just gonna give mine. I'll probably do a pros and cons after my dreads have matured, but as of now, this is within the 3 months. So let's start on a positive note, shall we? Pros. I feel like me, honestly. Like, I have wanted dreadlocks for so long. If you want dreadlocks, just freaking go for it. I mean, you can comb them out if you don't like them. You don't have to shave your head, okay? You just don't. You can comb them out. I knew somebody that had dreadlocks for 9 years. I think that's the longest I've heard of having dreadlocks, and they just comb them out. It is a pain in the ass, but you can do it. And I can especially comb out mine since I've only had them for 3 months. There are some that are locking up really quickly though, but yeah. Second pro is more volume. I'm gonna post a picture probably here. My hair was short and I had to bump up the top and do a bunch of blow dry styling and using a round brush and using a hell of a lot of products to get volume. Even though I have what some would consider thick hair, I didn't have much of it. I felt like it was like super thin, like the amount of hair that I had. So I have instant volume. It's just crazy. 3. I don't have to style my hair. I like to sometimes. I mean, I do some stuff. Sometimes I just get out of bed and go. I do have to wash my bangs once in a while and straighten those sometimes, but honestly, like, my bangs aren't even curly anymore. It's kind of like my hair has adjusted to being this way, so my bangs just kind of like sit there. 4, I can wash as much as I want. I washed honestly about once a week, because by the 3rd day with my normal hair, it looked fine. It looked okay, and then by the 4th day it looked better, 5th day it looked better, and then it was just a pain in the ass. I hated I hated styling my hair. Now in the summer, if I was like all sweaty and shit, then yeah, of course I'd wash it more, but I used a lot of dry shampoo. Now that I have dreads, I can wash it whenever the hell I feel like it. I have done like every other day. I've done, most of the time it's every 3 days. Sometimes I've gone 4 days, and it's just like, it's perfect. And my hair is not stinky at all. I use some essential oils mixed with distilled water to freshen it up, and I just smell like a hippie. 5th pro is you can add extensions. You have instant length. Instantly. Well, not instantly, it fucking takes forever. But with extensions, it's really hard to blend. It's really hard to find the color that you have. You have to get them like blended and trimmed and all that stuff. But I mean, I have all kinds of lengths in here, and it's okay. If I wanted, I could put 3 long ass ones and it would still look okay. I have some short ones up here, and I mean, if my hair was straight, it would look like a damn mullet, but it doesn't look like that, right? I like it. So 6, you can add accessories. So that has been super fun. You can add feathers and beads and all that good fun stuff. You can wrap it. It's just super exciting. I know you can, I guess you can accessorize straight or normal hair, whatever you want to call it, non-dreadlocked hair, but it's just different. It makes me feel like mythical or some shit. So 7 is I spend less time getting ready. I think that kind of goes with, you know, number 3, I don't have to style it. I spent a lot of damn time in the mirror hating my hair. I felt like my hair had never matched my face, and I have had almost every hairstyle you could possibly think of. And right before my dreads, I was growing out my mohawk. I had a mohawk for a while. So I just kept cutting it shorter and shorter and shorter, and if you guys know me, you know that I colored my hair every single month, basically. I always changed my hair color, and I never felt like it belonged to me. I felt it was just, I don't know. But now I wake up and I love it. It's just, I'll tell you a little bit of the cons that go along with that, but yeah, for now, less time getting ready. Also, 8, teaches self-acceptance. I used to hate my frizz. I used to be really self-conscious about having bad hair days, and honestly, I feel beautiful. I embrace my frizz. I'm like a big old puffball sometimes. Scarlett calls me Mrs. Puff some days, but oh wow, right? It's okay. I love it. It also, number 9 is teaches patience. And I realized that in 3 months, I haven't really had to be too patient, but I can tell you, working on my damn hair by myself for 18 hours and putting all the extensions in and getting them to look good and crocheting them and trying to keep them, you know, not too crazy, that has taught me patience. I know that that's not, oh, the fucking fire, like the thing that, oh my god, why can't I think of it? The fire alarm, the little things that you have on your wall, the battery is, I guess, dying, so it's beeping now. It's gonna piss me off. But anyway, I realize that when people say that dreadlocks teach you patience, they're not really talking about having them for 3 months. But this has, I'm super impatient, and this has taught me to just be patient, just cool off, feel beautiful, and that's that, right? And 10, it looks badass, right? I mean, I love it. I love dreadlocks. I love anybody with dreadlocks, so it's just great. Now for the cons, I have 10 of those as well. Itchy scalp. Incredibly itchy scalp. I've always had an itchy dry scalp because I live in New Mexico and I'm a hairstylist, and there is not, when I see somebody that doesn't have like a dry scalp or a flaky scalp, honestly, I'm like, whoa, your scalp looks fantastic and it's just perfect and beautiful, because everyone else, I don't tell them that. I'm not like, everyone else has a dry scalp. No, but I compliment their scalp that's not like that, because that's all I see. It's kind of normal for me to see people with a dry scalp and dry skin. I mean, it's just like that, right? So another thing is tension bumps. These right here, I have tension bumps here. I have tension bumps on the bottom. I can't wear my hair up for too long because it hurts. I have tension bumps everywhere. And they're finally like going down, but I'm assuming that's kind of normal. It's just your hair's pulling, you're forcing it to go into chunks, right? So of course on especially the corners of the squares and stuff, they're pulling, right? And then your dreadlocks are heavy, so of course you're gonna have tension bumps. I'm hoping that it'll kind of calm down even more a little later. But yeah. 3, I can't fit into any hats that I've tried on. You have to get custom like forward dreadlock beanies and hats. My son is just so mad at me right now. I hope he's not too loud. You have to get stuff that's for dreadlocks because your dreadlocks don't fit in hats anymore. So 4, I have to find products that are good for dreadlocks. I've had to switch shampoos 3 times because I just found out that those particular shampoos left buildup and residue in dreadlocks. So that can be a pain in the ass. But I finally found something that works, and it's Ren Pure, and it's the tea tree and lemon sage, and it's badass. I'll probably make a video on that one. I was using Paul Mitchell tea tree, which I love, but it was leaving residue. So 5, drying time sucks. It takes 4 hours for my hair to completely dry, 4 to 5 hours, but it takes like an hour to stop dripping, and that really sucks ass. Seriously. Now 6 is people judge me a lot. I've always been stared at. I don't know what it is about this city, but people stare at others that look not like your average person. If you don't have round straight hair, you get stared at. It's insane. I've had friends comment, like when they go to the store with me, they're like, why are people staring at you? But they're just like staring curiously. But now that I have dreadlocks, I've gotten like up and down, like disgust, caca face, and I'm just like, hi. 7, the frizz can be a con. And it's not just the frizz, but it's the loose hair. Sometimes I'll like look in the mirror and I have like hairs like that just sticking straight out all over the place, and that, even though I said I embraced my frizz earlier, I mean, it's still kind of a con on some days. So that's something to think about as well. I don't think it matters the kind of texture of hair you have. You're gonna have the little frizzies until your hair matures, which even when it matures, you're still gonna have the little loose frizzy hairs at your base. You just won't have them everywhere. This is a big one for me. I miss head massages and running my hands through my hair. My husband would do that a lot every night. He would just, you know, touch my hair and run his hands through it, and it was just like the most amazing feeling ever. And I've always been that person. I always liked pretty touches, and I've loved scalp massages and stuff like that. And now it's kind of hard. I mean, you can do it like, you know, like this, but you can't like 9. There are some very, very bad hair days. I'm trying to embrace it and be patient and love myself, but some days I'm just like, what the fuck? What do I do? Because I don't want to wear it up. It hurts. I look like a completely insane person. There's just like stuff everywhere, and I think they're getting better, but like in the beginning, like the first month, it was just like, I don't even know what to call it. It was just a mess. Very, very, very crazy mess. And then for my 10th con, this is just an assumption. I've heard people make comments about it, but, well, I actually had this guy yesterday that was like, he was trying to sell me a product, and he was like, yeah, I was just back there trying to smoke a blunt, yada yada. He's like, you know how that is because you have dreadlocks. And I'm like, like, I don't know what to say. I don't be like, yeah, I know how that is. I smoke weed. No, I don't. I was at work too. It doesn't matter whether I smoke weed or not. I'm just gonna say that. But people assume that I'm a pot smoking, lazy, smelly, fungus carrying dreadlock freak. I mean, like, I've heard, even my mom was like, you really can wash them? You wash your dreads? I didn't know that. I mean, I didn't know that. When I was very uneducated about dreadlocks, I thought that they probably smell. I'm not trying to say that the way people feel about dreadlocks is wrong. I mean, it's wrong for them to feel the way they feel because they're uneducated. And I mean, I would love to spread the word and tell people the way it really is. I mean, there are stinky people out there, and they don't need dreadlocks to be stinky. Like, you can be stinky and smelly and have any kind of hairstyle. So that really doesn't matter. My hair has never smelled this good before. Like, it would smell good, but it smelled like heavy chemical and like hairspray and mousse and just a bunch of random brands mixed into one. And now it smells the same all the time. It just smells like tea tree, and it smells natural, and I love it so much. But where was I going with that? Yes, people judge me, but that's okay because they've always judged me. I mean, at least now I give them something to really judge me about, because there's haters everywhere for everyone, and I really don't care anymore. I think it's my age. I'm about to be 30. Not about to be 30, but you know, in January I'll be 30, and I think you just get to a point in your life where you're just like, I don't give a shit what you think or what you say, and I'm just me, and you can suck a fat toe, right? But yeah. Oh, you know what? I just realized I have 2 that are both a pro and a con. Crazy bumps and lumps that happen. My hair's, I braided my hair. Watch that video if you haven't seen it. But I braided my hair to get these curlies. But let me show you one that didn't work on. Those are the bumps I'm talking about. And I have some really insane ones. Look at this. and that just happens. But that can be a pro or a con because I actually kind of like a lot of them. I think they're cool. But I know that some people would like absolutely hate them or feel self-conscious about it. So I thought I would let you guys know about that. And another one is there's not many dreadheads in town. And that's a con and a pro because especially girls, like I've seen about 4 males in town with dreadlocks, but I only know, well, there's 3 now, 3 girls with dreadlocks in town, including me. And I wish that there was more. I'm pretty sure all of us want more dreadheads everywhere. I want the dreadheads to take over the fucking world. All right, well, thank you so much for watching. If you have any questions, let me know, and have a good day.